So I remember the last days with the narcissist. The narcissist told me that I was a loser. I was up to no good. I was. They said I was a failure. I had failed myself, and they said that I had failed the relationship. And that thing struck me very hard. I was like, wow. So we've been all this time together. You put in the effort and everything, and then eventually the person you've been struggling with or fighting for runs off with somebody else, and they said that you're a loser. Um, I didn't feel like I was a loser that time. I thought that I'd actually been putting a lot of effort in this relationship to work. The only thing I could remember was that I had always been a codependent person. You see, a lot of empaths have been born in toxic family dynamics. So many of them, they develop a lot of codependency tendencies. And sometimes the problem with codependency is that you put a lot of energy outside of you. Even in relationships, you don't tend to take care of yourself. You don't look out for yourself. You cannot love yourself enough because you've always been a codependent anyway. And you put so much energy outside of you. So usually you start striving very hard to please people. You want to please your parents. You want to please your wives, your husbands. You want to please your girlfriends. And sometimes you forget to take care of yourself. Sometimes you forget that you also have needs, as a person. It doesn't matter even if you're in a relationship or a friendship. Yes, it's okay to be there for other people around you, look out for them. But at the end of the day, you also have your needs. You have uh, to put some attention and focus on yourself. And many empaths, especially codependents, they can't do that. It's almost impossible because you're thinking of putting attention and energy outside into other people, and you don't actually take care of yourself. Now, that was not the only situation I can think about or I can remember, because I still remember there was other couple of relationships back in the days. You know me, when I'm doing my videos, I like telling you the truth. Usually, the truth answers a lot of questions. And I know that I'm not the only one. So if you have a person who can resonate with this stuff, of course, you already know what I'm talking about. So there was still many situations where I had been discarded. So back in the days, I didn't really understand what a discard was. Okay, so I was in relationships, but I noticed that I would put too much energy into these relationships, and in so doing, I usually forgot to look after me. So that's where sometimes people get very comfortable when you are too available for them. You are too much there for them. And you do whatever it is you have to do, like anybody else, like a man. And at the end of the day, you run out of gas. And you have pumped up these people so much to an extent that you have actually drained a lot from yourself. And that is what people now, they will start to call you losers. You're the loser. You're a failure. So one of the things I did in my healing journey, and what I think you should do, especially if you know that you are a person who is on this healing path, you have to start working very hard on yourself. You have to do everything you can to make sure you build yourself up to an extent whereby people will never ever call you losers. So for me, the awakening moment could be, I say, when you go through the awakening, you will realize that actually you are going to work on yourself, and you are going to reach to an extent whereby people will see you are winning, and people will understand that you are never a loser in the first place. So for the empaths who are on this journey of healing and recovery, it's always you have to remember that when you fail to focus on yourself, if you go out there all the time, day by day, pouring so much energy outside of you into other people, your bosses at work, your friends, your family, you have got to know you're going to run out of gas. You're going to burn out. You are going to burn out. The moment you start understanding that much as you want to be there for people, help them, do whatever it is you want to do with them, be there for them, give them attention and energy. Also remember, ladies and gentlemen, to put some energy back into yourself. Because if you're only giving, you will burn out. You're going to burn out to an extent whereby you'll feel there's nothing more left to give. So when you burn out of gas, people are going to realize that you're burnt out. And what usually people will do, they're going to leave you hanging, and they're going to run off and meet someone who's better than you. That's always what is going to happen. So whatever you do, especially the people who have been through abuse and you have dealt with a lot of toxic people in your lives, whatever you do, you have to remember, go out there, work on yourself. I don't know what it is, and I don't even care what it is you have to do. I've told you, a couple of years ago, when I just awakened, there was no Denzomos. Nobody even knew who I was back in the days. The only person what I was, the only person you could see, the Denzomos you could see many years ago, was a broken Denzomos, the codependent Denzomos, the unhealed Denzomos. It is until I stopped giving out that energy and I poured that energy back into myself, that is when I started building myself back up. So you have to focus on yourself, dear ones. Okay? Stop losing. You have got to stop losing at every cost. Do not sit out there and be the person that everybody is going to look at and think that you're a failure. Nothing will ever happen for you. Nobody will ever like you. Sometimes you'll leave these narcissists and they will tell you that, oh, it doesn't matter where you go, how much you run, how far you run. Nobody will like you. That's what they're going to tell you. Nobody can employ you. Nobody wants to be around you. That's what people want you to believe. But let me promise you something, ladies and gentlemen. The moment you start working on yourself, you're going to realize everybody wants a winner. Most of you guys who are looking for relationships, the women you see out there, they might want you in the beginning for a couple of weeks or months, but they're going to dump you. They're going to dump you because they're going to figure out you're not winning. You're still doing the same thing you did yesterday. You're still doing the same thing you did last year. There's nothing is changing. Actually, you're even burning out. Even the little you had, the little energy you had in your inside of you is burning out. Those women are going to run away from you. They're going to dump you. And they're going to call you losers. So you have to win. And again, I don't care what you have to do. But as long as you're not hurting people, don't go out there and hurt people because you want to win. Okay, don't go and steal people's money and break into people's homes because you want to win and impress somebody. Don't impress anyone. Don't do things to impress anyone. Do things to impress yourself. That is how you win. Everything you do, everything you put your hands to, do it to impress yourself first before you impress anybody else. Because when you start to impress yourself and you're happy with yourself, you can wake up and be contented. You don't have to beg anyone to like you, beg anybody to be around you. You are contented, you're happy. You have been working so much on yourself and you're very contented with yourself. People, they will feel that energy. You will build up a lot of confidence within you. You will start to glow. And that confidence is going to actually shine outside of you. And people are going to catch up on that frequency. Remember, everybody likes winners. So, empaths, you do everything you can and win. You need to win to an extent that you have taken all the power back into yourself. And now you can decide, okay, I have achieved my goals. I have built myself up. Now you can be able to decide who you want to bring in. Not in that case whereby you're going to go out there and you have nothing going on with yourself, whereby anybody wants to come in, you're going to say yes, or you're going to just take everybody who wants to come into your life. Build yourself up to an extent whereby you can now choose who should come in and who shouldn't. Focus on yourself, choose the ones. That is how you win. Everybody you see out there, they like winners. People don't like losers. If you are the loser, stop the game, go and work on yourself and build and win. When you win, you attract. You will stop chasing. You're going to start attracting. And now you will choose who is coming in. Are they the right ones or not? If they're not the right ones, let them go and wait for the right ones to come. But you are going to start attracting, not chasing. Okay? That's how this whole thing works, ladies and gentlemen. So let us know what you think about this video. You guys do know that I'd love and appreciate your support. Book a session, like the page, share, subscribe, and I'll get back to you guys in my next one. Denzel signing out. Much love and blessings. Peace.